Chairman. The Working Group on Girls. I'm representing the Working Group on Girls of the NGO Committee on UNICEF, which is a network representing more than 100 NGOs, which was formed in 1983 to promote the rights of the girls worldwide, to advance the status of girls, assist them to develop their full potential. When considering the priority theme of the 52nd session of the Commission on the Status of Women, we would like to look at the discussions of this roundtable today through the lens of the UN resolutions and outcome documents. At its 60th session, the General Assembly adopted Resolution 60/141 on the girl child, in which it expressed deep concern inter alia about discrimination against the girl child and the violation of her rights, and stressed the importance of a substantive assessment of the implementation of the Beijing Platform for Action with a life cycle perspective. We know that achieving the goal of gender equality and empowerment of women requires the adoption of human rights-based approach applied across the life cycle of women and girls. Unless we act to ensure girls' rights during childhood, that girls have access to quality education and decent health care, that girls acquire the knowledge, skills, and opportunities they need to realize their full potential, we cannot achieve gender equality and real empowerment of women. In its agreed conclusion of the 51st session of the Commission on the Status of Women, expressed concern that the girl child does not receive sufficiently explicit attention in policy and program development and resource allocation. It noted with concern that the lack of resources and the data disaggregated by sex and age, and the failure to address the specific situation of vulnerable girls remain serious constraints to the formulation, implementation, and monitoring of policies, programs to eliminate all forms of discrimination and violence against girls. We fully agree with these challenges expressed and anticipate that 52nd session of the Commission will give particular attention to a holistic review of the situation of women and girls and build on the commitments made by the Commission last year when adopting the agreed conclusion on this year's priority theme. Therefore, we urge the Commission to give careful consideration to three key areas of action: disaggregation of data by sex and age, the collection of use of data disaggregated by sex and age would provide policymakers the opportunity to better understand the situation of girls and to more fully address their present exclusion from policies and programs. Costing and fully resourcing gender equality policies and programs for girls at the national level. Protection and empowerment of girls should be fully integrated into legislation at the national, local level, in social policies, resource allocation, and programs. We recommend the inclusion of separate budget lines for the protection and empowerment of girls in all relevant ministries. And third, we invest in girls. We know that investing in girls' rights and girls' welfare is a moral imperative. It is also sound economic policy. Investment in girls have amazing cascading benefits. Girls' welfare is fundamental in determining economic and social outcomes. In order to achieve real equality and empowerment and to put an end to discrimination and violence against the girls, we have to listen to them, include them in our planning and programming, invite them to join us in our efforts and support theirs. We need to allocate resources to enable girls to participate in advocacy on their own behalf and to develop programs which are holistic and inclusive. I thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Ms. Deputy.